everyone. Okay, so right out of the gate, obviously art and animation within the entire back half of this episode was off the charts, insane, incredible. Pretty much every word in the dictionary you can add on to praise and describe the level of quality and detail in this episode is all there. But the more interesting part comes in the form of the golden glow surrounding Luffy when he delivered that massive blow to Kaido at the end of the episode, because I imagine any anime only's watching that would think that Luffy went pseudo Super Saiyan, and anyone who thought that wouldn't be too far off in that assumption, because truth is, I'm pretty sure this was Toei's way of teasing everyone who's only ever watched the anime of basically what's to come, and a taste of a new power that Luffy's tapping into. Now, in some ways, I'm not shocked that Toei did this, but at the same time, I am surprised at how blatant they were in portraying it like this way. Like, I thought at most they'd pretty much show it as a more quick burst of power, but I didn't expect the directors, animators, in order to give a pretty much full on semi-transformation. And it's not a huge deal necessarily, but it does make me wonder how much better or worse this is going to flow narratively when we get the official reveal on what this power is. Now, I will say that the studio does do well, I guess, at disguising it under the idea of Luffy having mastered Row, as the whole back half of this episode is basically Luffy hitting Kaido without touching him, which is in line with what Hyo had taught Luffy about Row. But even putting that aside, there are a lot of moments within that entire back half that give away like what this is. So it's like, I'll be curious. It's one of those things where I'll just be curious to see what people's reaction, what anime-only watchers' reactions to this episode is going to be like, because yeah, this one is pretty heavy. That whole back half was pretty heavy on the spoilers, even if people didn't know it was. With that said, one of the big things about this episode is we see the creation of Big Mom's new Lightning Soul homie to replace Zeus, in order to replace Zeus, whose name I think is Fulgora, and I'm pretty sure that whole section of the episode was seeing the process of Big Mom of Big Mom just taking time in order to create Fulgora was added content, because if I remember correctly, Fulgora, or Hera as she's called in the manga, and I don't know why there was a name change there, but anyway, Fulgora in the manga just kinda appeared and was created off screen, and even though maybe they kinda stretched it a little too long in the anime, I do really like this addition for the simple fact that it does give insight into how Big Mom creates her own personal homies. And even more so, we get to see just how much extra willpower it takes for Big Mom to manifest a homie as big as Zeus or Prometheus using her own soul. Like, we saw it. Big Mom was actually kind of struggling to manifest the new homie before it actually took form. So it shows Big Mom's soul is strong, so strong to the point that even she struggles to utilize her own powers with it. But when she does achieve full manifestation, it truly is scary what the results can be, as shown with how immediately after manifestation, Kid and Killer were sent flying into the castle. Like, I'll say this: the anime is doing far more than the manga in actually making Big Mom scary. Like, everything from the way scenes are directed to the music to the voice acting, it's really giving her that much more of an imposing presence. Whereas the manga, I don't know what it was, but I just could not take her seriously. It didn't matter how threatening, it didn't matter how threatening Oda had drawn her. I just I couldn't take her seriously for some reason, but here in the anime, I'm just taking her a lot more seriously. I don't know what it is. It's just the acting, the directing, the music. I don't know, but something just feels different, and it feels like Big Mom feels like much more of an actual threat, even when she fumbles and falls a lot, like she's done in the anime here. Now. And the other huge moment in this episode is when Killer stays behind after Hawkins intercepts him and Killer. And I gotta say, the anime hyped up this moment, the way the anime hyped up this moment by just adding all those flashbacks and the reflection of Killer's mask. Hawkins telling Killer he wishes him luck after mocking him with the 8% chance of survival, and Killer just responding by saying, "We take matters into our own hands." But just like, even just all that, and even just the music, it made the whole thing feel like this is just as much a fight night match, a fight night moment, and a fight night fight as the one with Kaido or Big Mom. Like these are two heavy. It felt like these are two heavy hitters about to throw down. And I'm not gonna lie, the episode just did get me hyped for this fight. It's like the way everything was built up around Hawkins and Killer fighting each other. It just felt so epic for some reason, and from here it's just a matter now of how Toei delivers, because imagine in my head how this plays out with the current level of animation Toei is operating on, and how they could apply it to the way Killer fights. Like, the possibilities are kind of intriguing and exciting to think about. Like, this could potentially be, I mean, it could just be the excitement talking, but this could potentially be near on the same level as the Killer versus Zoro or Zoro fight. But even if it isn't, like, the anime just, again, it did just such a good job at getting me excited for this fight. Whereas the manga, I like the build up for it, but the actual fight felt slightly like an afterthought. And I think a lot of that just comes from, I think a lot of what's really getting me hyped for this fight too is just how much the save for Killer projects this feeling of being just so done with everything. Done with Kaido, done with the Animal Kingdom pirates, done with Big Mom, done with Hawkins, done with all of it. Like, he's fighting for keeps here, and to just put it into all this bullshit. Like, Killer is just done with this bullshit, and he's wanting to end it all. And yeah, I again gotta give credit where it's due. The anime I think has done a lot. I think in order to get me excited for just for a lot of things that in the manga I thought were pretty damn good, but didn't get me as hyped as what the anime is doing for me right now. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got for this review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Analyst Crunchyroll, be sure to notification bell, hit the subscribe button, and just share the video around, guys. Dark Knight of May, signing off. Later, everyone.